Welcome, Divine Masculine, to you guys' reading here. This is going to be a timeless reading, so it is not uh, for any particular month, time. Just whenever you tap in is when you will possibly be in this energy, okay? All right, I'm just burning my Palo Santo right now. Divine Masculine, I've channeled a lot for you guys. A lot of messages for you guys. My Palo Santo is burning quite heavily right now. So y'all know what that means. There is a lot going on in your world. I'm also, look. The first thing that popped in my head is I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. And that can mean a couple things. That could be in regards to your pentacles, which is your money, your stability, your foundation. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to create something. In regards to that, the first, I'm going to do a reading. This reading I'm going to do, I know it's new. It's going to be a blackout just because I'm protecting my energy right now. So yeah, shout out to me. Because I'm protecting my energy. I ain't got time. But I'm doing this reading without cards. I don't have any cards pulled. The only deck that I have right now is my Moonology deck. It's just oracle cards. And yeah. The whatever messages I give right now, I just think the number 23. Google angel number 23. And angel number 26. You could also put them together if you will. I just seen 222 on the phone. So there's some type of balance or harmony that's needed. But what I was saying in regards to your your lifestyle, there's a need for you to change. Like Spirit wants you to change your lifestyle, like the way that you're going about doing things. And it's because there's like this, there's a your sacral chakra is imbalanced. So you have a lot of sexual energy, but it's not being used correctly. I'm also getting like some of you may be feeling manipulated, like your sexual energy is being manipulated by a partner or a lover, someone that you are involved with currently, and there's like a need for you to separate yourself. But let me get into the messages that I was channeling prior to doing this blackout reading for you guys. So the first thing that popped into my head was the world card, right? The world card is like this, it's 4 elements there. So this is for all signs: earth, wind, and fire. Earth, wind, and fire. Maybe you just heard an Earth, Wind, and Fire song. I don't know. Maybe you have a parent that listens to it, a parent that's 46. Or you yourself are 46. Or like a grandparent that was born in 46. But it's also giving me, 4 plus 6 is also 10. So it could be, like a new cycle, right? The number 1 signifies newness. The 0 signifies like a reset. So with the world card, it is you basically like stepping into a cycle. On the world card for the tarot deck that I have, the woman is stepping in. It's like she's leaning into it. You know what I mean? Like she's really stepping into this new cycle. And then I got the death card, which is Scorpio. So maybe one of you got, maybe you're, like I said, an earth sign, could be all signs: earth, air, fire, and water. And then I got the death card. So maybe you're a Scorpio. and this could be happening in Scorpio season, okay? But there's like this need to transform. The death card is all about transformation. So there's a need for transformation to take place. And I feel like you have been hesitant to do that. And it's because you are allowing your sexual energy to manipulate you. And you are involving yourself with people who manipulate your sexual energy. Now, if you're familiar with this spiritual journey, and if you're not, if you just watch tarot just to be nosy, I'm going to tell you about the spiritual journey. The spiritual journey is needed for you to transform yourself, for you to heal yourself, for you to break out of stigmas, dogmas, all these things that kind of hold you back. I'm also hearing the word perpetuate, okay? But it's like there's a need for transformation. And so with the sacral chakra, it is all about sexuality. But when it's not used in the right way, it you're overly sexual. And so the sacral chakra is what controls your creativity. So there's a need to be more creative. And it's like there's a blockage in your creativity. And it just could be because you're just not, you're like refusing to work on yourself and the things that you need to do, whatever makes you feel creative, whatever makes you feel good about the talents that you have. If you have talents, there's a need for you to tap into those talents and do something with those. Okay, the talents that you have, the ideas that you have, uh, whatever ideas or talents that you may have. You could be a singer, an actor, you know, um, maybe you're really good with your hands, you craft things. Um, could be you may like culinary, but whatever it is that you're interested in, there's a need to tap into that energy. So back to what I was saying about the spiritual journey is that it's a call of action that when you start to become conscious, uh, it's a call to action for you to heal things that you kind of been running from, right? Or just a generational thing that's been happening in your family for quite some time. You know what I mean? It's you being the generational curse breaker, you breaking out of that stigma, you not following along with everyone else. So another thing that when I was meditating prior to doing y'all's blackout reading, it's like it's like you want to step into this new cycle, but you feel, like I said, there's something holding you back. So I got this picture in my mind of somebody being like, how NASA sends people into space and they want the person to kind of like, not kind of, but to go on an exploration of space. And it's like this, the person is tethered to the ship. So it's like the way I saw it in my mind is like somebody, you being tethered to the spaceship or the craft, the aircraft, whatever they call it, that goes into space, and you not being able to fully just go into like you fully being able to go into it, because every time you leap to go into this new journey or to step into your purpose or to live life the way the Most High wants you to, it's like that whatever you're, it's like an attachment that you have to something. Now, whether that be, like I said, uh, an ex or a lover, or you having these sexual urgents, these sexual, uh, whatever it is that's holding you back, right? It's like you like want to release yourself to do it, but then as soon as you like kind of leap to go fly, it's something that just kind of like a bungee cord. Like as soon as you go and you release yourself, uh, you just get sucked right back. Like it's like it pulls you right back. Like there's a cord that's attached to you and whatever it is that you're trying to release yourself from, and it pulls you right back in. And to me, that just goes back, like I said, into your sexual energy. Now, for some of you, that may not be the case. But if that's not necessarily the case, if it's not an ex, or just like you being tied to, I was gonna say an emotion, some type of emotion, or like this sexual urgency. That's the word just keep popping in my head. A sexual urgency, that's holding you back, like keeping you from fulfilling your purpose, like your life's work. Um, but there's something that's holding you back from doing that. Now, like I said, for some of you, that may not be the case, but there is like some type of something that there's some kind of illusion. There we go. So for some of you, it may be some kind of illusion that this is where you need to be. Like this is how it's supposed to be. And it's actually just an illusion. I just need 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's like a need for you to follow, I don't know, I don't want to say a process, because when you're on the spiritual journey and when you're removing yourself from toxic people, there's never really a process to it. It's like you either do it and it just gets done, or the Most High gonna step in and intervene on your behalf, and it's not gonna be pretty, but it's gonna be necessary. So there's some kind of illusion. I'm also hearing delusion surrounding some type of circle. Okay, now I'm also hearing like a family circle, like a family unit. Like this is how our family does things. So if you're not dealing with a lover, then you're maybe on your part of your journey where you're understanding that like your blood family, the family that you're born into, is not necessarily going to be your soul family. Okay. And a soul family are the people that you resonate with in regards to your journey, your spiritual journey, where you are, where you're trying to get to. Um, a lot of times the people that the family that we're born into, they're still stuck in their cycle in dealing with their trauma and their things that that they haven't dealt with. And it doesn't matter what age they are. If you haven't done the work on yourself, if you're not healing yourself, if you're not actively doing what you need to do, you're going to be stuck in this cycle. Now, it's an illusion. It truly is, because it's your mind literally playing tricks on you. I'm hearing that song in my head, my mind playing tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun. So it's like there's your mind like keeping you stuck. And it's only when you You just got to kind of step out that circle. I'm also seeing for some of you, I don't know if some of you involve yourself in like with the witchcraft and stuff. And there, everybody practices differently, right? Because um, there's, Ifa, and there's Wiccans and all that kind of stuff. But if you're not doing the real work, I don't care how many spells, how many Ifa you can pray to all the Orishas you want to. They are just deities. They are not just like your ancestors and your spirit guides. And you got your archangels, Michael, Raphael, Ariel. They are assistants to the Most High. If you are not connecting to the Most High, if you are not getting your guidance from the Most High and listening, I just think 555. If you're not listening to the Most High, you're not going to get to where you're going. We are in charge of our destiny, but you got to understand that we come here with a purpose. We come here with the soul contract, and what we're here to do. A lot of us in this spiritual, I don't want to say game, but like in this spiritual world, in the spiritual family, we're healers. But you cannot heal others if you're not healing yourself. Okay, so if you're not doing the work on yourself to make changes for yourself, and you can actually see the changes that you've been making, you're not indulging in the things that you once did, you don't seek validation from others, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be lonely, yes, but you're also not involving yourself in things that don't match your vibration. So there's a need to do that work. It's a need to work on yourself. It's a need to heal yourself. It's a need to look at yourself. You have to go through the dark night of the soul. You have to go. Dark night of the soul is when you look at, why, I was raised like this and my family does this, but I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I want to live my life this way. I look at things this way. I view things this way. And there's a need for you to really analyze and sit with yourself so that you can better understand like where you're going. Okay. Also, another card that came to mind when I was meditating was the Emperor. Now, the Emperor in the tarot deck represents the father. It also represents like someone who's in his purpose, right? But what I got with the Emperor card, I'm also hearing this song, running, running, and running, running. So for some of you, I just feel like Divine Masculine, you're running. You're running. You're still running. And it's like you're only running from yourself. I don't know who you think you're running from. I almost want to say who, but the only person you're running from, Divine Masculine, is yourself. You're running from the parts of you that you do not want to look at, that you don't want to see. And you may not like it, but if you don't like it, then change it. Because the only person you're running from is yourself. Like, you can't be out here talking about, oh, I'm real, I'm this, I'm that. And then you running from yourself. Like, you don't even know who you are. You don't even know the strength that you really, truly have, because you won't even put yourself in a position to see what you're capable of. Like, can you change yourself? You don't want to change yourself. I seen this really awesome post this week on Facebook that said, a lot of people said they're willing to die for their kids, but are you willing to live? So if you feel like you're being called to be on this spiritual journey and it's something that that you've been trying to, kind of put yourself into. If you are not changing, it's like if you are not doing the work to make yourself better for your kids, and make yourself better, it's like, how are you going to generationally like change things for you, for yourself, for your kids? It's like, okay, you just gonna put up with your own shit, have your kids suffer from the things that you refuse to heal from because you don't want to do the work on yourself. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it happens in pieces. Healing is not linear. It's not gonna, you're not gonna start here one day and then, 6 months from now, you're gonna be done. No, you're gonna go, it's a process. You're gonna have hella downloads, headaches, your appetite for a lot of things are gonna change, people, places. You're not gonna want to work a job like a regular job no more. It's time for you to be in your purpose. It's time for you to be like basically influencing the masses. But you can only do that when you step out of your comfort zone and detach yourself from the things that you keep holding on to. You only limiting yourself. Like, why are you limiting yourself? Okay. Um, let's see. I got meditate and contemplate here, new moon in Pisces. So we just had that full moon in Pisces. There's a need for duality, balance, harmony. That's at 222. Pisces energy here, which is all about duality. Also, I'm getting Gemini energy, so maybe you're a Gemini or a Pisces. I don't necessarily want to say dealing with one because this is about you, divine masculine. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. We also have Scorpio here. So it definitely could be a Scorpio. We have step out of your comfort zone here in the reverse. So yeah. And then nothing is set in stone. I really feel like at night you feel like a wave of emotion. I also feel like waves of emotion crashing down. And then we have that full moon in Pisces out here again, which is balance, spirituality, and practicality. And it's like you're expecting some type of change to happen, but you're not even doing the work. You're not doing the work. And then we have Aries here as well. But the energy is gaining momentum. I feel like you'll be quite surprised. I'm getting this as above, so below. So it's like spirit is wanting you to, I don't know, maybe reach out to them, pray to them. I'm just seeing 23 again. So however you connect, however you connect to your spirit team, right? Like I said, you could have different deities. It could be Jesus. You could have your Orishas, you know, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, Allah, then your deities could, your Orishas, uh, Yemeya, Ogun, Oshun, I always get it, I always want to say Elegba, I think I said that right. And Shango and Elegba, I believe are the same. Um, But yeah, there's just a need to connect to the spiritual realm at this time and to really seek guidance from them. You know what I mean? Because you can't be on this spiritual journey alone. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're gonna need help from above, from your ancestors who have already passed on. Your ancestors are the people who do a lot of footwork for you on behalf of the Most High. It's a need to connect with them. And your ancestors can connect with you throughout the day in different ways. It could be through angel numbers. It could be through, you know, your ancestors can connect with you in so many ways. Like, it could be random text messages. It could be, an email that you get and you can decode that email and know what it means and it's specifically for you. It's just the spirit. Like, once you open yourself up to the spiritual realm, the way that spirit talks to you is, it's for you. Don't ignore those signs. There is a change that can happen. Expect powerful change and step out of your comfort zone, but you're not doing the work. You're just not. Just not. And then back to that Emperor card. It's like a lot of games are being played, but your spirit team, the Most High, is not the one that you want to play games with, okay? On the Emperor card, he is holding a chess piece, but it's the not the bishop, but the little, not the knight, but the little piece is the pawn. He's holding a pawn. He's holding a pawn piece. Like, pawns get, I'm hearing pawns get conned. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but it's like pawns are the pieces that get snatched up real quick. It's a need for you to play on a larger scale, divine masculine. It's a need for you to stop playing with your potential, baby. This is chess, not checkers. Okay. Also, my throat chakra is kind of getting blocked here. I also seen the sun card with like a female, and I'm hearing this song right now. You can't keep running in and out of my life. There's also I wanted to say something about the game of chess. Is that the queen should always be protected. I just seen 27, and then I also seen 25 as well. But the queen should always be protected. Okay. The feminine energy needs to be protected here. Divine masculines are, before you guys really step into and this goes for divine feminines as well, is that divine feminines operate out of her masculine energy. We operate out of our masculine energy before we kind of really step into, anyways, for me, before we're able to balance out the feminine as well. So divine masculine, there's a need to balance your feminine energy. You have to be able to be in both. You can't be in all your ego and your pride and not know how to be a giver and know how to receive. You know what I'm saying? There's a need to understand that you need both. And it's like the feminine energy is lying dormant. And there's a need for that energy to be active as well. So I'll pull just a little bit here, give you guys a couple cards. And then I'm going to, 3 cards came out too. I'm also hearing imbalance. They just keep saying imbalance. Surrender to the divine. And then we got confidence is the key to your success. Okay. And then we have be bold and make the first move out here as well. But it came up in the reverse. So, Spirit, why did this come up in the reverse for divine masculine? Why did this come out? Let's see. Let me see if they'll give me a card for why this came out. Yep. They gave me 2. Because you need to work through your fears. And we have nothing will come of this situation, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like now is not the time. Now is not the time to be making like rash movements. We have worked through your fears with Scorpio. Be bold and make the first move is in reverse. and nothing will come of this situation is reversed as well. So reversals could be like past energy, but there's a need for you to work through your fears, okay? So work through your fears, and we have Aries here at the bottom of the deck, which say a fiery climax is approaching and the energy is gaining momentum. Luck is on your side. Emotions are running high. And don't let your pride get in the way. Bring love into the situation and show the world the real you. Take off that mask. All right, Divine Masculine, that's all that I have for you guys. Like I said, this is a timeless reading. This is for all signs. Yeah, so if you guys want to book a personal reading, I am taking personal readings. Email me at withlovekendra444 at gmail.com. Please hit the like button, share with a friend, subscribe, comment below if it resonates. Peace.